As you can see, our washer is currently in spin, which means it's almost near the end of the load, and the barrel is about 2/3 of the way full.
As you can see from the side of the barrel, it's marked every 5 gallons to show you how many gallons are actually in this. It's currently up to about right here, so that means we're just at about 40 gallons for one load. And since it uses a gallon to flush, then that means we'll have about 40 flushes. And since we only do about 1 to 2 loads of laundry a week, we should have plenty of water to use for our toilet. And I've done the math on this, as you can see on the board. If there's 3 people in the house, and they average about 4 flushes a day in a toilet, 12 flushes a day equals 12 gallons. 1 gallon per flush. This, on a 7-day week, will give you 84 gallons of usage a week. One wash will give you about 40 gallons, depending on your washer. Some will give you more, some will give you less. So you want to monitor how much is in your barrel when you first do your first load into the barrel. That way you do not overfill your barrel. 2 loads a week will give you enough to flush all week long without using any water from the main line. In a future video, I'll be adding an overflow to the barrel. That way if we accidentally overfill it, it'll drain directly back into the cream as it would if you had it hooked up normally. I'll also be adding a spigot onto it at a later time, so that way if we get to the point where we need to drain the barrel, we'll be able to drain the barrel by hooking up a hose to it and running it out the back door to drain into our lawn. And this is the toilet seat I put on in one of the other videos. If you lift it up, you can see that I've put blue food coloring in it so that we can see the water a little better. And as you can see, the water is non-existent in the back of the toilet, for my hand being in it. And, well, it's not non-existent because my hand was in it. You can see that it's non-existent with my hand in it. You can see that there's a water fill line right here on the toilet. You would want to, when you pump water into it, you would want to fill it only to that level. Eventually I'm just going to put it on a timer so we can just click the timer on. It'll only fill up for an approximate amount of time, which will give us the amount of water that we need in the back of the toilet. We're going to go ahead and plug in our pump. It's running through here. Plug it into our surge protector in case anything happens. And we're going to watch it fill up. And as you can see, there is water flowing into the toilet now. Shouldn't take long for it to fill up at all. It may be a little bit of an inconvenience to stand around and fill it up after every flush, but the money that we'll save in the long run from being unhooked from the regular water will be more than plenty of an incentive for me to do this. We're almost to that line.
I want to talk about the water being darker.
The water is slightly darker because it is used laundry water. You could also do something such as add a couple drops of food coloring to the actual water in the barrel itself, so that way you'll know, and that other people will know too, that it's non-potable water, which basically means that it is not water for consumption, and that way somebody won't try to get it out of your toilet, which I'm thinking, if you've got somebody coming over to get water out of your toilet, why do you know these people? Okay, and now we're going to watch it flush. We're going to leave the pump running for right now. It's going to flush. And as the water goes down, water drains, go to the handle, it'll fill back up. We'll let the back of the toilet fill back up. As you can tell, the water's a little dingy, but it's okay. I don't mind. Some of the pumps have filters, and a filter is probably recommended for this so that you don't get any debris or anything in your toilet. I don't mind. As long as it's not any bigger than toilet paper, it'll go down all the same. It all goes into the same place. All gets changed by the same water department. So
One thing to remember is you will need to, as you flush, turn on your pump so that there's water flowing into the toilets. If there's not water flowing into the toilets, you may not get a full flush, and you may have to flush more than once. If you like this video, please rate 5 stars. Don't forget to comment below and subscribe in the sidebar. Thank you for watching another episode of Fix It and Built from Ohio. I'm Renshaw84, and I'll be bringing you future videos, so keep watching.